Hello, Leo. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Leo is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. If there is anything you want me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Leo, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have the Magus, the magician, the Mercury energy, right? The trickster, the juggler. This is a very powerful card. To me, this is the kind of card that likes to say, it's showtime, right? It's time to start creating our reality that, for whatever reason, now you are acting as the perfect conductor of the spiritual electricity, right? Of that energy from fire to earth, right? From heaven to earth, above to below, the divine energy is flowing through you. So whatever your kind of purpose is, whatever your will is, I think right now you're acting as the perfect conductor of that, right? So we're really able to manifest our reality right now. This is pretty good. Let's see what's going on. Let's see why this energy is kind of activating now. Has there been a delay? I kind of feel like, well, see now we have that Nine of Pentacles, a lot of income, a lot of gain. This is a lot of success. This is almost like you are doing the work that you are meant to do. You are the perfect, things are just flowing through you and they're succeeding and you're achieving this kind of success. We have a Ten of Cups. Maybe there isn't an obstacle. Maybe there was no obstacle. Maybe this is, well, we got the World or the Universe card. It's a suggestion that maybe there was some delay, right? And we've got a Two of Swords. Yeah, it could be. Eight of Pentacles. This is all really wonderful energy. And the Star card. This is basically saying that you are doing your will. You are living out your divine purpose, and it's working out just perfectly, right? There is, but see, we end with the Three of Swords. I knew there was something going on here somewhere. I kind of feel as if, I feel as this is a little bit, not bittersweet, but I feel like you've been working very hard on something. That you have been, well, you've been Eight of Pentacles. You've been trying to get your Mercury energy activated to where you are that perfect conductor of your idea, right? Fire to earth. It's that idea of the idea to the implementation, from will to action, from impulse to behavior, from above to below, right? I think you've been working very, very hard. You're achieving this success, and maybe at the end of this, or in the middle of all of this success, we get a little bit of Three of Swords. And what this is to me is you kind of, it's almost like tears of joy. It's almost like, I almost feel like you never thought this would really happen, or not that you didn't think it would happen, but that it's such a good feeling. It makes you want to cry that this is happening now. Because I think you have worked so hard for this success. We see a lot of hard work in these cards, right? Just looking at the Fire, hard work. The Nine of Pentacles, hard work. The Eight and the Three of Pentacles, hard work. And then with the Universe card, a lot of hard work for a long time that didn't really do anything. Or it didn't seem like it did. So now you're coming into this magic and this success and this deep satisfaction of your spiritual desires that it kind of makes you want to cry, right? And I'm kind of tearing up too thinking about this, because I feel like this is something that you've been working a long time on, and now it's just such a blessing. It almost feels like a miracle. Almost feels like it's a dream, right? That it's happening now, and it feels really good. Tears of joy, right? Tears of joy. Let's select the mystery card before we forget here. And this is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We're just going to put this over here. We're going to put Mr. Tao, the yin-yang duck right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading, okay? If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, put that down in the comments, all right? Let's do it together. Let's make it an interactive exercise of intuition, okay? Let's take a look around here. Interesting major arcana. The Magician, the Universe, and the Star. I kind of feel like this is you, obviously, the Magician, right? The one it's showtime. It's time for you to really enjoy. I think you have been working on kind of purifying this Magician energy, refining your practice, trying to be that perfect conductor of your plans, your idea, your will, right? But we see the Universe up here, and this is just like wide open space, vastness, right? And it might even feel like it's taking so long to get anywhere with this thing. Yeah. But it's your responsibility, it's your objective now, with your Magician energy, to reach up into the universe, outer space, and pull your star close, right? So out of the vastness of the company of heaven here, all of the stars, you're finding the one that's yours. And to me, it's kind of a needle in a haystack. I think you've got really lucky, I don't think it's luck, that you are finding this. It feels like you found the needle in the haystack, and it's unbelievable. You know, like we never thought it would happen to us kind of thing. And that was why we got that Three of Swords. Yeah. And the Three of Swords, too, I think, is the memories of a lot of failures. You kind of are in your feelings and in your mind, in your head about all of the things that you have done before that, everything that you've ever put your effort into. So we have a Three of Wands over here, and we got a Three of Pentacles here. So to me, what this says is fire to earth, right? This is the process of creation, fire to earth. This is what you're trying to do. But I think sometimes our mind gets in the way, right? That maybe we got discouraged at some point. Maybe there were some decisions that we didn't quite make. Look, there's a little spider just crawled over the desk there. That, I think, is very, very good luck. That's never happened before. I don't know where this little guy's going to go. We'll just let him run around for a while. Maybe he can hone in on one of these cards for us and give us a little bit of a pointer here. I feel like you've had a lot of like iterations of something. You know, I feel like this isn't the first time that you've tried to do this. But this is the time where everything seems perfect. It almost feels like a Groundhog's Day kind of thing. You know, where we've tried it many, many times, and each time we try to get it a little bit more perfect. And it could be like a magic trick or something, right? You know, like a stage magician. You're trying to refine what you're doing so that it is flawless, right? I think you're reaching that point because, look, we've got this Nine of Pentacles. That is everything coming off with that. That's just now, finally, this machine works. Maybe you've been tinkering with a machine, right? And it kind of works for a minute, but then it breaks down again. Darn it. Swapping out different parts, trying to think of different ways to organize it or structure it or put it together. Finally, now, you start the engine, turn the machine on, and it's purring like a kitten. It's perfect. It's working the way it should be. You don't want to mess with it right now. You don't want to mess with it, okay? And I think because we've got that Two of Swords in the future position, this is kind of this almost feels like the way your mind naturally kind of works is to try to fix it. You know, it's running perfectly smoothly, but he's like, maybe I can change something. Don't touch it. Follow your intuition. This card especially is not about trying to figure out what should I do, which one, which way. No, it's about rising, about transcending the idea of choice at all. And just feeling it with the star energy in this spiritual way, feeling what is the right thing to do now. Probably, I think, leave it alone. I think whatever you're doing is working or will be working just flawlessly. Resist the desire to tinker with it. Does that make sense for you? Okay. I think it is a financial thing. I think that this is something related to, I don't know if it's a business, if it's a career thing, or if it's just the quality of your life, right? We got this 10 of Cups underneath everything. And this is the dream come true. This is really the ideal quality of life that we want. And this is the quality, this is kind of the quantity. This is what we want and how much of it, right? We have these two cards together. And the how much, I think, is just, there's no real limit on that. We're just going to keep doing it, and as long as it keeps working, we're going to just stick with it. As far as what we want, or that dream life kind of, the picture perfect life, I think you do have a very specific, desire for your life. You have a very specific dream. I think you know what you desire in life, what you want in life. You know what it looks like. It's like you have kind of a list of things that you are really looking for in your perfect life, you know. I think we're getting those. I really do. Now, the Three of Wands in the background here. Again, this to me says that you've gone through a lot of iterations of this. You know, I kind of am getting this image of someone sitting at a kitchen table with a lot of papers and a pen. It's almost like they're doing bills or something, but I feel like it's you kind of like trying to revise or edit something, right? That you had something and maybe that didn't quite work. Man, maybe it's some sort of art creation. It's a manuscript, a book, or, I don't know. You're revising something. And then we think, okay, that's pretty good. Let's try it now. And I think with the Three of Wands, this is the process of kind of trying and revising and then going back and trying again. Well, this card is saying that in order for this to be absolutely flawless, your will, your intention, your impulse has to be in harmony with what you feel and what you think, right? The heart and the mind, the water and the air. And I feel like maybe it's been the air energy, just your beliefs almost, kind of thinking, well, there's something wrong with this. I've got to tinker with it again. Because I see this as kind of a little bit of a pattern here with the threes, right? It's kind of the mind. This is the mental energy that's interfering with this process. So I think what you really are doing is you're being told to transcend or resist the urge to tinker with something and just be the absolutely, almost totally fluid, perfect conductor, almost a hollow tube of to transfer the fire energy to the earth. You are just the conductor. You're just the messenger, right? And it's just your job to feel this fire and implement it in the earth, right? You start sticking your mind in there and we start tinkering and things start kind of going a little bit, a little bit haywire. We get into this Three of Swords, which is kind of saying that no matter how good it is, we're just kind of, we're perceiving something wrong with it when there's not, right? So that's kind of the message here, is to just enjoy this, because I think you have been working very, very hard for this, and it's been a long, drawn-out process. But now here it is, right? And the World card up at the top, this isn't just about the delay or about the kind of distance to your star. It's like, it's way out there. How do I know which one I want? I think that you have spent a lot of time refining your purpose and your sense of destiny and trying to figure out what star, or at least where it sort of is, right? And we could kind of pick a quarter of the sky, right? And just say it's over there somewhere. So at least we know what direction to start in. The closer you get, the more we can kind of be more specific, the more we can kind of narrow down those coordinates, right? And then we start seeing the star and we say, okay, that's the one. And now we know exactly how to set the GPS, to get there. And I think that's kind of been the process for you, that the further along you get, the more of a clear picture you get and the more of a very specific, kind of target you get. I'm getting the impression that you're from like a military family, or somebody, either you or someone in your family was in the military. I don't know if it's like one of your parents or a sibling or something, but I feel like that very strategic military kind of energy is in this a little bit. Yeah. And maybe you're a contractor. I don't know exactly what you're doing. It could be something that's like purely artistic. It could be something that's definitely financial, But I feel like there's that very strategic approach to things. Yeah. Let's move over to the path of the serpent now. And as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it does help out the channel. We are almost at 200K, and it is because of all of you. And I appreciate you all very, very much. All right, we start with the 8 of Pentacles. It's down here in your general energy. And this is the diligence and the care that you put into this. It's not like we're just frantic, rushing around and thinking, oh, something doesn't work, I've got to get in there with my wrenches and tinker with it. No, you have a very methodical, very slow, careful approach. I'm also being told to ask how many languages you speak. I feel like you speak more than one, possibly even more than 3 languages. And I don't know what that has to do with this. Maybe there's something there with this work that you're doing. It has something to do with translation or interpretation or something like that, right? But I feel like there's a lot of different languages. Maybe it's around you, or I feel like you speak definitely more than one language, yeah. You approach things with this almost like on-the-job training, that you love learning kind of what you did wrong and how to fix it. So I feel like wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're very focused. You're very attentive because you want to absorb that knowledge. Skills, I think, more than knowledge, really. I think that it's... Also, what's the connection with Sophia? I don't think it's a name, or I don't think it's a person's name. Maybe it's Sophia, Bulgaria. I'm getting an image of a map, and there's Sophia there. I think it's a city, the name of a city, and I just think of Sofia, Bulgaria, but maybe there's another Sophia somewhere. I don't know what the connection is with that city and that area and you. Maybe something in the future, maybe future travel. Maybe you already have a connection there. Okay. The 8 of Pentacles usually talks about the kind of life that we have set up here at home, right? That we have roots here, and these roots aren't going anywhere. So it's kind of like this is your home base. This is your little paradise, and you cultivate it, you tend to it, and you want to grow this thing. So this could be a business that you have, a life that you have, right here where you are, and you're not looking to uproot that. You're not looking for a lot of change and a lot of world traveling kind of thing. I feel like you really want to focus on the roots that you have. With that world or universe card, it kind of feels to me like there is going to be a little bit of travel in your future with this, whatever this project is. I don't know if this is a creative thing, if this is, maybe it's music, maybe you're touring, maybe it's a book tour, a musical tour, I don't know. Maybe it's something for business, maybe you're in sales or something. I don't know, maybe you're building a machine and you've got to go, kind of show it to different people. I don't know exactly. But I feel as if you take things very slowly and cautiously and very, very seriously. Yeah, and you're always open to kind of learning new things and having new experiences. I think you like travel, but you like being home. You like having your, empire around you, your things, You like to kind of be in your domain. Yeah. The next card is the 3 of Pentacles, more earth energy. This is understanding the process of change or of creation on the physical plane. So this is really the manifested component of the 3 of Wands. You have the idea. It's something that really harmonized with your heart and your mind, your beliefs and values. This is the perfect idea. And then here we are understanding how much work it's going to take to build it, right? But you're building it. And if you build it, right, they will come, as that old movie goes. This is you knowing what kind of commitment and what kind of cooperation it's going to take, right? I feel like you're such a well-rounded type of person. I feel like you know a lot about a lot of stuff. Yeah. Obscure things. I don't even know what, the difference between bugs and plants and, well, maybe spiders. I wonder if spiders are kind of a lucky symbol for you. We did have one that walked across the table. I don't know where she went now. I'll probably find out soon. He bites my toe or something. But I wonder if that is a lucky symbol for you. It is for me, for sure. But I feel like you know that it's going to really require a lot of time and effort to continue with this. And this, this is what you've wanted. This is what you've been working toward and building upon and really trying to make happen. I'm getting an H name. I don't know if it's a younger male energy, H, Hank, Henry, I don't know. Might be I don't know. I feel like it's a younger energy. I don't know if it's, what type of energy, but a younger person with an H name. Yeah. Okay. So, the Star card. Yeah. The Star card is kind of in the position of the obstacle. And I wonder if this does have a little bit to do with this idea of traveling. That maybe we like our kind of home base. We want to kind of stay home and enjoy our surroundings. But at the same time, we know that we are so close to the kind of ultimate success here that we've got to continue on. And I know you've been working on this for a long time. Maybe this is that last kind of leg of the journey where you've got to arrive, right? This kind of looks like you're in a foreign land here with the Star card. Yeah. It looks like we've landed in a very strange place, and we kind of just we wish we could click our heels together and just be home again, But this is what you've been wanting, and I think this kind of even ties in with that feeling I get of like the military stuff, where it's like you can be sent somewhere else and you can do your job and you can make it a success. You work hard and it's successful, then you come home. And that's what we wish for, right? I don't know if this is exactly that, but it kind of feels that way. Like you've got to go. Maybe you're going internationally, right? And you've got to do this. Either you're selling something, you're presenting something, or you're kind of finalizing something. It's not a permanent move, but it's going to take you to your star. It's part of your destiny. This is you fulfilling your destiny. But then I think you really get to come home again. Yeah. And you get to come home again. So this really is a wonderful situation for you, because you are getting, and back to the Nine of Pentacles. This is wonderful. This is gain. This is the machine working. This is the money coming in. This is, whatever success looks like here. This is it coming in and happening, and you living your best life. This is you kind of living this dream. You got that 10 of Cups. You know what kind of life you want, and maybe this is a little bit of a difficult part of the journey where you've got to go and do some traveling or do some salesperson type of stuff. It's not the most fun part, but it really is part of the success of what you're doing. Yeah, it's part of you kind of living this dream. I almost wonder if did you have a spiritual experience when you were a kid? I feel like you were visited by something. I don't know if it was a UFO, like an alien or something, like a UFO. I almost feel like it maybe was that, but I kind of feel like we're just saying it must be like an ancestor or a spirit guide or an angel. I think came to you when you were very young. Like maybe a teenager, maybe a little bit earlier than that, right? And I think maybe at the time we thought it was like an alien or UFO. Maybe now we're just kind of looking at it as being a visitation from an angel or a spirit guide or an ancestor, right? But I feel like that happened to you, and it almost like it kind of just, it gave you this confidence, or this, not even confidence, like a certainty. You know, we don't see a lot of swords cards here. I don't see a lot of doubt. I don't see a lot of kind of like questioning what we're doing or the path that we're on. I feel like that experience gave you the absolute knowledge and certainty that there was something beyond this visible world. Some sort of spiritual force that has your back, right? So I feel like you have this confidence about you, and I think you have from an early age because of that experience. Yeah, because you have this certainty that there is something else out there. There is something that is supporting us in our activities, something that is kind of guiding us through. And really, it comes from this star system out here, right? Maybe we are talking about aliens and UFOs and stuff. But I feel like it's coming from this star and is that guiding light. I feel like you've always had that feeling in your life that you're being guided by something and you trust in it, right? You're still looking out for yourself. You're still responsible for your choices and your actions and your decisions, but you're trusting in this spiritual light guiding you. And there's my cat to confirm. Perfect. Right on cue, really. Because we're going to do the mystery card now. And I don't know what this mystery card will be. I maybe want to see some water energy. Here is our cat. Not too close to the candle, honey. She loves the candles for some reason. Maybe we need more water energy. We got a lot of earth, for sure. Fire, don't know that we need fire. Certainly don't want any more air. Either major arcana or we're looking for water here. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Okay. Gosh, she's loud, huh? She loves to purr. She really does. She loves to come during the Leo readings. She's been doing that more lately. Well, let's see about this mystery card. Queen of Pentacles. Very successful. And this is water and earth. Water and earth. This, for one, confirms my that impression I got of you being that kind of learning person, the one that wants to absorb all of the knowledge and turn it into something functional, right? So it's like learning and then translating it into skill. Yeah. So it's a functional wisdom, really, that you're kind of after. And I think it's just the way you are. I don't think it's something you really try to do. You're interested in things, you know? I also feel like this card very much goes with that Three of Swords, because this is, at the end of the day, you're home, you're a success, this thing is happening, and it's almost like this reminiscence. It's almost like we kind of look back at the path that we took to get here, and we almost start crying because it was difficult. There were ups and downs. There were times where we almost gave up, but there were times where we just persevered, and it just brings tears. Just brings tears because we made it. We're here. You're sitting on your throne, like at home, your favorite chair or whatever. And it's just feeling like we're here. We made it. And wow, was that a struggle, but you wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Yeah. This is a wonderful confirmation card. I like this. This kind of shows you in the future basking in this success and then still appreciating the path that you took to get here. Yeah. To me, this is really nice. Now, we're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, click on the link that should be up there. If not, there's one down in the video description. New readings for Leo every Tuesday and Saturday. But I'm here every day, so just come on back, see me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Okay? I'm really interested. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together. Now let's listen to the cat purr for a minute.